Starting off week 8 here for UPDL Season 3, the Draft League premiere. We've got the Schenectady Steelers as our match up, led by the illustrious Coach Archie. Let's get into what they drafted. Starting off with, I believe, the first snipe of the entire draft, and the first snipe of many for the poor Riga Reunicluses. This is, it was a sad moment in the draft where you have, the person wearing the I Love Hot Dogs hat and I Love Hot Dogs shirt pulling up to their favorite hot dog cart on Hot Dog Street, and somebody came over and somebody being a Joey Chestnut type came and ate all their hot dogs. Real good mon though, understandable as a first pick, if a little bit interesting. You know, not the highest point mon, but certainly a strong mon. Great bulk with 110 HP, really good special attacking stat, and access to about all the tools it needs. Good psychic stab, I believe it gets shadow ball. It might have gotten some fairy coverage in the last couple generations, and of course you get your focus miss on there to round out pretty solid coverage. You can run calm mind sets to boost yourself up, a trick room to make yourself much slower, or much faster, because you are much slower than pretty much everything else on the screen. And of course you have two great abilities to back this mon up in Regenerator and Magic Guard. I mean, those two can just take you a long way, keeping you healthy, or, well, keeping you healthy. Really good mon. You love to see that weird little goo baby. Next up, kind of countering a weakness of Reuniclus in that ghost type that can hit it super effectively, we got Zoroark H. This one I love, and I will need to draft it at some point. It is just a slightly better version of Zoroark, who is already the GOAT. This thing is crazy. It changes the entire way you gotta play, because you cannot be sure until this thing is wiped off the board. Which, luckily, it's made of paper, so you can get it off of there, but the entire time you are playing, you've got to be worried, like, am I going to get beamed by this Zoroark that is maybe a Zoroark, maybe it's actually Reuniclus, who knows, but it warps your... It doesn't really have a burden on your team builder, because it feels easy enough to build for. You just hit it with, like, a dark type attack, or really any kind of attack, because this thing is frail. But in the gameplay, you just cannot be as certain, and you are prone to being able to misplay here, which makes it a really super interesting mon. Second pick is definitely high, but I think if you're building around it, it makes a lot of sense. Great mon. Porygon 2's up next. I love this little drinking bird fella. I think I said this when I covered Porygon 2 in the last season of videos, but this guy is just awesome. Download and Trace are such cool abilities. Eviolite on this thing makes it's so hard to take care of. Like, you've gotta toxic it or knock it off, which is just irritating, because this thing can start blasting you with really strong special attacks while you try to position to actually be able to deal with it. It's one of those mons that can kind of come in on a lot of things and just start being a problem for free. Of course, great coverage. You got like Ice Beam, Flamethrower, Thunderbolt on top of Tri-Attack. Gotta love that Porygon too. Mega Beedrill's up here. It's the GOAT. It's the B. He's fast, he's strong, he folds like a wet sandwich underwater. He is that guy. 145 speed, outspeeds like everything including Dragapult. Zero Aura as well, and then 160, I want to say, attack with Tinted Lens lets you hit pretty dang hard, even with the bug typing, which is really nice. Obviously, you still have some problems, Steel types being the chiefest of them, but this one is a great piece as either a sweeper, a setup sweeper with that Fell Stinger if you can get it for a revenge kill, or really good fast pivot momentum. Gotta love Mega Beedrill. Golisopod, or should I say Goatlisopod, is up next. Love this guy with all of my heart. This guy's the first impression merchant with that crazy attack stat, good defense as well, middling speed, but you get that crazy priority. I think it might be the strongest stab first impression in the game. Fact check me on that, or don't. Up to you. Aqua Jet, of course, on their liquidation. You got Drill Run, I think Close Combat, Bulk Up, I believe. Of course, this one is great. It's a Terra Captain eligible mon, which with its stat spread is crazy. The only drawback is, of course, it being Golisopod with that ability Emergency Exit, which is going to pull it out at the inopportune time. So you got to play around that, but if you're able to figure that out and maneuver around it, this mon will really do backflips for you. You gotta love Golisopod. Roaring Moon here, our highest point pick, I believe, so far in the Synecdoche Steelers draft, coming in round 6, which is kind of crazy. It's Roaring Moon. This mon is a hammer, and everything else becomes a nail after a Dragon Dance. Plain and simple. This thing is strong. Knockoff, Outrager, like Breaking Swipe, Earthquake, and Dragon Dance. That's all you need, but you get more as well. I believe U-Turn is on there for pivots. You can run Protosynthesis builds with it. You can have somebody like Reuniclus manually set Sun and teleport for it. It's just a darned good mon. This thing is horrifying. It's fast out of the box. It is strong. You luckily have a 4x weakness to deal with it, but even then, this thing has the ability to just destroy you if you let it get going. A mon that you absolutely have to be accounting for in the team builder. It's pretty bulky as well, which is really nice because that dark typing it has provides a pretty good respite for that Reuniclus and Zoroark Hisuian who need that dark resist to be able to maneuver around sometimes. So, next up, we got Tapu Fini. It's Tapu Fini. You can run Telepathy, or that Misty Surge pack if you don't want one of your Beedrills, your Glissopods, your Roaring Moons getting burnt. It's one of the best walls, one of the best special attackers, just period. I mean, Moonblast and Scald. That's all you need to be a good mon. The good stats as well. This thing is bulky. It's providing a lot of structure and support for the rest of the team, which really desperately wants it. Just seeing as a bunch of these mons, I guess disregarding Porygon and Reuniclus, are a little... they're not a little frail. Regardless, really good mon. All you gotta know. Ursaluna Blood Moon's up next. Freddy Fazbear here. He's gonna Freddy Fazbear. He's gonna actually jump scare. I guess it's probably not a jump scare, seeing as you have been preparing for this mon. But it's Blood Moon is just such a good move. That is what it really boils down to. This mon is good, but Blood Moon is so hard to deal with because that 140 base power stab that cannot be immune with ghost types because of Mind's Eye, the ability. It is just hard to deal with. This thing can nuke you, and if you get a Calm Mind up, you're... Ugh. Like, if you swap to try and resist it with a ground or a steel type, you're gonna get Calm Minded on, and then it's horrible. And normal ground is a really good typing here, because anything that does resist that Blood Moon will just immediately get Earth powered into oblivion, because those those rock and steel types are not taking a special attack good most of the time. Of course, this thing also gets a Moon Blast because it's the mooniest moon Pokemon since the Lunatone. And it's got Priority in Vacuum Wave and Reliable Recovery in Moonlight. So it's just a menace. You gotta be able to deal with it. Thank God it's slow, but you've of course got Reuniclus and Porygon who can set up Trick Rooms for it. And when it does that, then you're gonna start to have some real serious problems that you need to deal with. Cobaleon's great, a big benefitter of the recent wave of Iron Press mons, having both, you know, Iron Defense and Body Press, and the Fighting type. This guy loves it. Justified makes him another Dark Switch for Reuniclus and Zoroark, which is lovely. And you kind of just can't argue with, like, Close Combat / Sacred Sword / Ironhead. It's just a strong mon. It's got a little bit of speed there. Pretty well-rounded stat spread in general. It can hit, it can also boost up with Sword Stance, which can make this into a real problem. And of course, Fighting Steel is an incredible typing combination. Gotta love Cobalion. Electivire here. I like Electivire. In Gen 4, I had an Electivire, and I remember I was perhaps 10, somewhere around that age. And what I did with Electivire was teach it all the punch moves. I gave it Fire Punch, Ice Punch, Thunder Punch, Punch Punch, and I ran around and I punched things. Typhlosion H is your stereotypical Scarfer. This is the most give it a scarf mon of all time. You've got kind of frail stats with a cannon of special attack, which the special attackers here, just in general, oh my lord. You have your average here is probably like 130, unironically, even with the physical attackers. This thing is great. Eruption, Shadow Ball, Infernal Parade. You toss a Scarf on there. I think it gets like Grass Knot as well. Some other random coverage options, Dark Pulse. It's got enough special tools to make it work. Will-O-Wisp is of course on there as well. That'll let you cripple some physical attackers, which is always a nice thing to do. Good mon. Yeah. That is going to wrap up the Synecdoche Steelers. Let's go into what I prepared for this encounter. Moving on into it, we started with the Bungle, running an expert belt to give me a little bit of edge on damage for those mons that I need it for, hitting super effectively, which are Galissapod, Roaring Moon, Tapu Fini, Freddy Fazbear, and of course Hisuian Typhlosion. Freeze Dry and Hydro Pump are just good. As you know, unresistible. It allows me to make progress against pretty much every mon in this entire team as long as Hydro Pump hits. This is of course running the risk of getting entirely exploded. You can see actually there in the right that is Mega Medicham stat spread. I don't know why that's up there, but regardless, the EVs are right. You've got 252 plus special attack, modest nature, and 252 on the speed, which allows you to actually outspeed a max speed, non-booster speed Roaring Moon, which is really awesome. You've also got Taunt on this Iron Bundle, which is going to be super useful for denying setup, and especially with this team, Trick Room, like Porygon 2 and Reuniclus really would like to set up Trick Room for those mons, like, well, mainly for just Freddy Fazbear down there. It'll also, of course, stop Calm Minds or Tapu Fini things, as well as, like, an Electivire Paralysis, which could be really annoying. So, good mon. Flip Turn, of course, also provides me offensive momentum if I need to get Bungle out of here. So it's just useful to have. He's my fastest mon, he's one of my stronger mons. Gotta bring the Bungle. Here's a couple of calcs for you to look at. Next up is Zygarde here with a broken left side, but we're just going to move on here. Running a pretty standard Dragon Dance set here. A Roselli Berry for the item here so that we can hopefully either get our first, second, third Dragon Dance off in the face of a Tapu Fini switch-in, who definitely wants to come in here. Tapu Fini could be running ice coverage, which would be a little bit problematic, but if we get Moonblasted by this, or if we get Moonblasted by Ursaluna Blood Moon, we are feeling a little bit okay. Earthquake here because there are no flying types or levitators on this team, so you don't need to run 1,000 arrows. You can just take that 10 base power boost. Breaking Swipe is nice because it lets you tussle with Roaring Moon a little bit better. I could have run Outrage or something, but I thought that stacking those minus attacks would be really nice. And then Extreme Speed allows Zygarde to operate in or out of Trick Room and be an extremely potent revenge killer by picking off mons that are low or reduced to a sash. You can see here we've got 176 speed there with a Jolly Nature, a little bit of HP, and 252 attack EVs. You can see that outspeeds Tapu Fini. There's some calcs for you to feast your eyes on. Annihilape is up here running a kind of silly set. Defiant on the ability and red card on the item. Endure here. This Annihilape is primarily my insurance policy. It's going to be outsped by Roaring Moon, but if there is a Roaring Moon or a Tapu Fini that is up with a like +3 to their offensive stat, and I need it just off the field to wipe that, I have this phaser right here, the Pseudo Hazer, which is what phasing actually stands for. It's not phasers like Star Trek, it stands for Pseudo Hazing. Learned that recently and it's stuck in my mind. But yeah, Endure will just let me get hit, it'll boost up Rage Fist a little bit, and then Drain Punch will also let me hit Mons like Cobalion and Roaring Moon super effectively, super nice. And U-turn, of course, allows me to just hold on to a little bit of momentum for my team. Always good to have pivots to be able to bring in Mons on a swap. It's just useful. Here's a couple of calculations. This set does speed Typhini, where I needed literally one more EV to outspeed it, which is a funny blunder, but you'll see how that ends up playing out. Empoleon's up next, also with a broken side thing. I think maybe we'll do that in post, or maybe not. I don't know. Anyways, Water Steel, my boy, Empoleon running Torrent today instead of competitive. Not super worried about losing stats on this fella. Anywho, you can see that we've got a crazy set on here. This is an Agility, Steel Beam, Surf, Hidden Power, Electric set. And I want to go out right from the gate here. Hidden Power Electric is like not at all the move. I ran some calcs retroactively after the match. There was literally like no good reason to run Hidden Power Electric in the slightest. But we brought it. That is a Pitaya Berry as the item to raise our special attack when we get reduced to below a quarter health. The idea being that we Agility and Steel Beam ourselves down for that Pitaya Berry, and we can spam Surf as much as we want with a Steel Beam to kind of create some momentum and some massive damage there. You can see we've got 232 speed, planning around, I believe, B-Drill when we're at a +2. Max defense as well to be able to deal with some mons like Roaring Moon and a little bit of HP on top. You can see that, yep, +2 after agility, outspeeds Mega B-Drill. Go read the calcs. Galarian Wheezing with the Galarian Wheezing Pivot Pack, the Eject Pack Overheat Tech, which I believe I've brought already this season. If not, I will be bringing it again. I really think that Galarian Wheezing was, with a way to get him off the screen for a friend, is unbelievably good, even if that means bringing Overheat and the Eject Pack for it. It's worth it. I mean, Overheat's also a base 130 special attack, so you kind of can't go wrong with that. Toxic on there, which is a little strange, seeing as that we might be getting Tapu Fini'd out. However, if that Tapu Fini wants to be running Scald and Toxic itself, it might bring Telepathy. That is a legitimate possibility. Wink wink nudge nudge, 2020 hindsight. You can tell that this video is getting recorded after the battle. String Stream and Clear Smog here can tell you that I'm kind of trying to make sure that Roaring Moon does not become a problem, which is a common theme around a lot of the mons that I prepped. I did not want to get Roaring Moon 6-0'd. So a lot of prep went into that. This thing luckily really hard counters Roaring Moon, especially with Levitate, making it immune to that Earthquake. Roaring Moon absolutely struggles to do anything except die in the face of Galarian Wheezing. You can see max defense for getting hit by whatever I get hit by on that moon, but we're going to be probably having a good time here. There are your calculations. I forgot I wrote that. Chargebug, the GOAT, looking at a Sticky Web, Thunder, Terra Blast kind of situation. This was Terra Water to be able to hit Ursaluna Blood Moon, which is a stupid sentence that should not be uttered under any circumstances. You also see that I'm running 252 plus EVs in speed for some godforsaken reason. I think I do outspeed a max speed not Roaring Moon. Oh my god, Chargebug. Yeah, beating that 119 base speed jobber. No. It outspeeds Freddy Fazbear, if I'm not mistaken. Volt Switch and Thunder, good electric stab off of that beautiful 55 base special attack. Thing is going to be doing numbers. This thing is mainly here for Sticky Web. If it hits a Thunder and does some chip, then hey, it did its job. I love you, Chargebug, and nothing can change that. Nothing can take that away from you. Here are the calculations. You can look at that for a second. And with all that said, let's get right on into the live replay.
Whew. Okay, shit. That's embarrassing. That's just a good old mishap. I promise. I mean, there's video proof here that I did not. I guess it's not necessarily video proof because like video editing is a thing. But yeah, that was just a. Alright, shit. Alright, what are we doing here? We got kind of all the things that you don't want to see, but this is what I say every single fucking time. Tapu Fini is good because I was wigging out about Tapu Fini, so I'm kind of happy to see it. Like, just because it means that prep's not wasted. I'm running the fucking Steel Beam Gambit. The cool thing is that, like, Loki and Empoleon... Does an Empoleon Steel Beam... with a +1 special attack from a Pataya Berry, perhaps? It's, looking, like, not bad, not gonna lie. Like, the 1-2 and the... We can make it work. We can make it work. I think a fast flip turn here never hurt nobody, would be my guess. We got like the same Zygarde set I've been bringing to every week. We got very similar types. I've found the way I like to play with these mons, and you know what? That'll be that. Do we want to start with sticky webs? I don't know. That's the that's the question. A lot of pivoting on this. These three all got pivots. I kind of forgot that we were gonna have this match. I built this team in like 40 minutes, so not actually too short, but like definitely one of, if not the shortest build of this season. Kind of slapped together, but I think Archie's in the same boat, so it's all good. I put a red card on Annihilape for some godforsaken reason. We've got a repetition kind of theme going on. Wheeze, wheeze, newt, newt, bun, bun, beep, beep, ooh, ooh, alligator gar. Don't look too closely into that last one. I think a quick Bungulus in the start could be good. Of course, a Focus Blast out of you is doom. But that's, hey, it is what it is, right? I think Galarian Weezing with Levitate has a pretty solid matchup all around. Strange Stream is hitting everything except... Yeah, can hit everything except Typhlosion neutrally, and we can, like, Toxic a Typhlosion and just chill out. Because we're, like, fine. I guess not the most special defense in the world, but... Well, Scarf Eruption is not good. Like, that's not something we want to deal with. Let's check that Eruption pack real quick. OHKOing Iron Bundle is, like, beyond miffed. That's really problematic. In that case, we're gonna start Charging Bug. I think we just gotta get a web down. We'll see if there's any, I think Porygon 2 gets, where's my buttons? We're looking at this random thing. Porygon 2 gets Defog and Naptex, right? No. This is Naptex, indeed. Yep. So we'll see. Alright, Porygon 2. Into Charge Breezy. Attack, that's fine. What the fuck? That is not an Eviolite, dog. That is not an Eviolite. Shit. Wait. Am I seeing things? Did I not just say Jetpack a second ago? Am I legitimately... Was I hovering you by accident? No. What? No. Combines here could be, like, really bad. We're just gonna start with the web. Toxic, fine. We are okay with that. Like, not the best thing in the world, obviously. But, hey. You live some, you lose some. I did not speed creep this team thinking about webs in the slightest. They're just kind of on the team. Shadow Ball. Oh, hold on. Wait. No. I think that's literally just a Porygon. Right? On account of, what's your name? Browork probably just does not get, yeah, you don't get toxic. Alright, so this is actually going to be like the hardest thing for me to counter by far. I think we got to bring out that G-Weezy. And if we get toxic off, we're super happy. If we get swapped into like you or you, so it goes. This is such a predictable move that like low-key I should swap, but whatever. The epic double swap. If I get the toxic off for whatever reason, if I get zap cannons like it's showing me down on Pokédex calc paste machine, the thingamamanga, love it. Super happy. Shadow Ball, not like ideal, but I'll take those. Don't need a clear smog on it really. I think we just go for some chip on string stream. Like, is that not okay? Just take a little chip. Oh, the confusion is, that's alright. Hold on. The Charge of Breezy kill, low-key, is, like, kind of coming in. It's about to come in. Excuse my slovenly behavior here. I could also try to start setting up here with, you, but you're slow. And my team is fast, so, you know. We're taking... How much are we taking? Dog, such a scuffed start to the match out of me. I thought... I don't know, I'm gonna have to literally look at the video and see if that was showing me Eject Packer Eviolite on Charge Book. I thought I pulled out the wrong team and then straight up broke the item clause that we have this season. And, oh my goodness. Look at that Charge Bug here. Thunder's really doing packing peanuts, but so is Porygon too. So we're just kind of sitting out the toxics. And looks like you're min speed, but I'm minor speed. Hold on. Am I still slower than you? No. Oh shit. Is Terra Blast Water not even that good here? That's funny. What does an Annihilape look like? Also, what is this naming scheme? Conschild, Blitzschlag, or in Germania, dog. Oh, you got, gosh darn, the thing. I think we just burn Terra Water here. I got, oh, Mind's Eye. Not exactly ideal here. I think we just Terra Water and let that Terra Blast rip, and then Galarian Weezing might end up going as well. Not the most useful one here, I'm not gonna lie. So, what I literally just say, tear this, hit it with the water, and then if I die, I die. The count's saying that I die to toxic damage no matter what, which is kinda awesome. Yeah, Terra Water, Terra Blast, just get some health off there. Terra Water. Live it. Live it. Actually, kind of handily. Like, not super handily, but we'll take those. Just literally let the turn of Trick Room go down. My God. Now, Earth Power kills Empoleon every time. Blood Moon kills you every time. It's problematic. Does Surf kill you every time? Actually not. Hold on. This is not Lord. That's great. This is actually incredible news. This is gonna be a horrible commentary week for y'all. I'm sorry. I can also pull out you and start to like +1, +1, but Oh, you can't Blood Moon this time. Wait. No, you can Blood Moon now. Oh, we use you for good. Yeah. Bye-bye, wheezing. Had to be done. Now, we are fast as hell. Reuniclus is also going to be running MFM that. We send out you and we can taunt the Trick Room that comes out. That is the absolute easiest line here. I think it just is, because if we get the swap, we get some chip damage, which on Reuniclus is like, not the worst actually. Porygon 2 could be better, but we'll start getting Toxic Chick wrapping up, which I can't be upset about. Bam, beautiful. Did you show Thunder? You didn't. Download special attack. Yeah, that's annoying, but what have you. Low key. Wait, no, we just go for the kill here. I think we just pump on it. This thing must not be special events calc like I'm looking at. Don't miss this. Thank you. Thank you. Shout out Bun Bun. I don't think he's missed an important hyper pop. Oh my goodness, shows you where my brain's at. An important hydro pump this season. We taunt this thing immediately, right? So it goes. Taunt this thing. No Trick Room, please. Yeah, baby. One. Whoo! Psychic's gonna... Yeah, that sucks. That really sucks. Focus Blast does a fucking lot of damage. Start Dragon Dancing. At +1, we're just gonna have to go for it. Do you get Ice Beam? This could be a loss. This is that losing a bundle there, not good. Annihilape is not prepared to deal with the Reuniclus. We just dance. Oh, we live those, though. We live those. And, if we Trick Room... If they Trick Room... Yeah, that's not good. That's really not good. What about at +3, E-Speed doesn't kill. So we just have to go for... I think we just gotta... What am I at +1? 2-hit KO like this, you could always crit. It could also not be plus defense. Hold on, how much did that? Oh, we haven't seen. What did we do? We hit you with. Are you special attack? Can we tell that? How much does your psychic do? Your psychic did 48. Your special attack invested. Are you max? You're probably max with nature, is my guess. Meaning that it's entirely possible. Oh, no locked in move there. No like guaranteed Trick Room means that they probably can't necessarily live this hit, which is really good. It almost makes me want to Dragon Dance again, but we just take those. Oh baby, we do it again. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Do it again. Zygarde's kind of fucking like low-key actually broken. Yeah. Was that? That's a cool set if that was like a telepathy, because no Misty Surge means that you gotta be... Yeah. That's fucking funny. You haven't shown Focus Blast, but that don't mean that you don't got it. But don't mean that it don't necessarily not miss, right? 2 Steel Beams will kill. 2... Is it 2 Earthquakes will kill? Will the Earthquake crit kill? Hey. You never know. You never know. EQ, Big Bunny, Trick Room, yep. Psychic is the only thing we're expecting to come out here. And then probably... Actually, no, it could be a Zoroark after. Yep. Oh! Ah! That's not... Yeah, 2 HP. 2. God damn. Okay. Yeah, that's, what we might in the business call problematic. The worst thing is that you're gonna press Earth Power here to not waste your Blood Moon, and, can you live a Blood Moon? You can. Is that the line? You burn 1, you burn 2, you burn 3, and then hopefully are able to sweep with Empoleon? Question mark? You might just straight up lose here. We extreme speed. Get the chip down, right? I think that's... Oh, if you Calm Mind, though, then we're really fucked, right? I mean, do you take the free kill, or do you Calm Mind expecting me to back out? In that case, does it even matter? Do I just Earthquake? Well, I can do Earthquake and then Extreme Speed. Do we want to do it? How important is the chip? How important is the chip? That's the question. Surf is that much. How much are we outspeeding a -1 Zoroark? Yes. No. That's lightly problematic. I think we Earthquake. I think we Earthquake for the Calm Mind, right? Yep, okay, that's fine. That is fine. We do this, and then we hard swap you to try and catch a Blood Moon and live. Trick Room... Wait. Oh, no. The turn hasn't counted down yet. Right? Or did it just count down? Hold on. Hold on. We're thinking. I can bring this out to... Wait, why is this saying that you probably don't kill with a Blood Moon? What is that? Oh, because you're not Life Orb. With a Drain Punch... Hold on. You might Earth Power first? Is the play ever to bring you up first? No. Wait, I actually red card this thing out with, That's really funny. And then I have to... Hold on. It's maybe doable because the random red card that I threw here. I also have Endure here, which is kind of awesome. Which sends you out. I can U-turn the next turn. And try to get... Well, no, okay. Does red card... Hold on, we gotta research the sets that we're running here. That's so funny. Red card, is it a random one? Consumes the red card and forces the Pokemon that used the move, even if it was an ally, to switch to a random Pokemon. Random. Okay, good. That means a special attacker comes out here. You are not confirmed, not normal thing. Do we Endure or do we U-turn? Max special attack with a, what? Like a normal gem? Not a normal gem. What's the thing? A Silk Scarf? Might kill. We U-turn. We just U-turn. I think it's the best play available to me. Please live. Please live. Yes! Okay, it's possible. It's entirely possible. It's all entirely possible. It's maybe even perfect. It's maybe even perfect. What's your move? Is Bitter Malice attack? We agility. We don't even need to agility, low-key. Do we just Steel Beam? I think we just Steel Beam Surf. As long as we live a Shadow Ball, we don't actually necessarily live a Shadow Ball. But Steel Beam... Wait, I'm going to be slower, hypothetically. If you're max speed, I'm slower. Okay, Steel Beam. Fucking... We press Surf maybe 2 times. It's anybody's... Holy Lord. Could go either way. Anything can happen here. Holy schmoly goalie. Woo! Alright, I'm satisfied with this match. No matter how these last 4 mons go, I'm deeply satisfied. Surf, in all likelihood, kills. That's what I'm hoping here. You could be... Is this thing, what's the water berry? Oh, I need to add Pokemon there. Is it Wakan? No. Pasho berry. Pasho berry? Do I probably don't kill you with... Wait, a regular Rage Fist kills? Hear me out. What I have to do actually here, just in case, is Steel Beam again. Annihilape will outspeed both of these, and a Rage Fist will just kill. Are you made of, like, literal paper? Why does that kill? Damn. Because it's only base 50. Wait, have you gotten hit this game, Annihilape? Yes, you've gotten hit. Okay, sure. We Steel Beam. Yeah, we Steel Beam. Yep, Steel Beam. It's fine. Boom. You can do whatever you want. Don't care. Drain Punch. Yeah, you can... Okay. Hey, that's how it goes. God damn. Yo, yeah, Scarf Explosion makes a lot of sense. Whoo, baby. Well, you know what? I can't be upset about that. That went, all in all, pretty good. We played the lines about as good as I can. Red card. You know what? We had that glimmer of hope in the end game. And that's all I need. It satisfies me. I don't mind a loss as long as it's nice and satisfying. And Archie, good Coach Archie. That was absolutely a satisfying fight. Thank you for bearing with me as I fumbled my way through getting that match set up. Good lord. I'll drop my paste. But I think that's all we got for today. I'm gonna go and I don't know. Not play Pokemon. Peace.